The question today is on income tax, and it reads, the table below shows how income tax was charged on income earned in a certain year. So we have the table as shown. Then David is an employee of a certain company and earns a salary of 15,200 shillings per month. He is housed by the company and has a nominal rent of 1,050 shillings per month. He is married and is entitled to a family relief of 450 shillings per month. Then part 1, calculate his taxable income in Kenyan pounds per annum. Then calculate his gross tax per month. Calculate his net tax per month. His net salary per month if he is deducted 2,000 shillings for medical insurance. So right to the first part, we have to calculate his taxable income in Kenyan pounds per annum. So the first thing we need to take note of here is that David is housed. So he's housed by the company and has a nominal rent of 1,050. So in order to calculate the taxable income, we are simply going to take, so let me write here, taxable income will be basic salary plus 15% of the basic salary less the nominal rent. That simply means when we simplify this part, we simply have 115 over 100, which is 1.15 of the basic salary less rent. So that is what I want to write here. So we have 1.15 of the basic salary minus rent. And then if at all we have any allowance, we add them here. So we have allowances. So according to the question, we have basic salary, we're given as 15,200, and that simply means we will have 1.15 times the basic salary, 15,200, and then we also given the nominal rent as 1,050, so we'll have to subtract that. And of course from the question we are not given any allowance, so that simply means we are going to get the taxable income as shown here. So working out these, we are simply going to have 16,430. This is in Kenyan shillings, and it is Kenyan shillings per month. Remember, we are required to get these in Kenyan pounds per annum. So what we're simply going to do is, we know that 1 Kenyan pound is equivalent to 20 Kenyan shillings. So doing our conversion, we will have 16,430 divided by 20. That is from this relation here. And then that already is in Kenyan pounds, but because this amount is per month, we'll have to multiply by 12 so that we have it per annum. So working out this bit, we will have in Kenyan pounds 9,858 Kenyan pounds per annum. So to the next part, we are required to calculate his gross tax per month, in other words, the total tax. So we usually have the taxable income, which we are given in Kenyan pounds, multiplied by the rate, and the rate we are given in Kenyan shillings per Kenyan pound. That is according to what we have in the table, Kenyan shillings per pound. So when we multiply this should give us the tax, and the tax therefore is in Kenyan shilling. Remember, Kenyan pound times Kenyan shillings per pound, that is Kenyan pound times Kenyan shillings per pound implies that Kenyan pounds will cancel and then we remain with Kenyan shillings for the tax. So with that, we can therefore use the table as follows. So in the first band, we have 3,630, and that is way below 9,858, which is the taxable income. So we simply take that amount, 3,630 multiplied by the rate there. It corresponds to 2, so we multiply by 2, and that will give us a tax of 7,260 Kenyan shillings. And then moving to the next band, we have 7,260 on the highest, which is still less than our taxable income. So what we're simply going to do, we'll take 7,260 minus 3,630, and that is 3,630, and multiply by the rate for that particular band, which is 3. So when we multiply by 3, what we simply get is 10,890 Kenyan shillings. Now moving to the next band, we realize that we have 10,890, which is now above the taxable income that we have. So for this particular case, again, we need to note that this amount, 9,858, lies in this band. So instead of subtracting 10,890 minus 7,260, we will simply take the amount which we have as the taxable income minus 7,260, and that is simply, so we'll have 9858 minus 7260, and then we multiply by the rate for that particular band, which is 4. So we have it here, 4, and that should give us 10,392. Of course, all these are in Kenyan shillings. So when we add, that should give us total tax, which is also known as gross tax. So the gross tax is the sum of these, which gives us 28,542 Kenyan shillings, and that is per annum. But remember, the question requires us to get that per month. So in order to work out that per month, we will simply have that divided by 12 months, and that simply is 2,378 shillings and 50 cents. Then for the next part, we are required to calculate his net tax per month. So the net tax is, so that is gross tax less sum of reliefs. The question, we are told that he is married and is entitled to a family relief of 450 shillings per month. So far, that is the only relief. So we are simply going to have the gross tax, which is 2,378 shillings and 50 cents minus relief of 450 shillings. So that should give us 1,928.50. That is 50 cents. So finally, we are required to calculate his net salary per month if he is deducted 2,000 shillings for medical insurance. So what we are simply going to have here, the net salary. So it's a warning when we are calculating the net salary, we will strictly have the gross salary minus all the deductions. And for the gross salary, for this particular case, we must note that it's different from the taxable income. So what we're simply going to have is basic salary plus all allowances, and so far there is no allowance. We'll only have the basic salary, which you are given as 15,200. That is right from the beginning. 15,200 for the basic salary. So that means we have that as the gross salary, and then we subtract the deductions. So number one deduction is usually the net tax, which we will have as 1,928 shillings and 50 cents, plus other deductions we are told we have 2,000 shillings for medical insurance, and that is plus 2,000. And finally, remember we had exempted the nominal rent from the taxable income. So at this particular time, a time has come for the nominal rent to be deducted. So we have the nominal rent 1,050, and then that simply means we'll have 15,200 minus, when we sum up the deductions, we have 4,978 shillings and 50 cents, and finally subtracting, this should give us 10,221 shillings and 50 cents. So that is it for this question. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.